couple of days on from Dundee United. Just how do you reflect back on the sort of magnitude and scale of not only the win, the performance?
Look, it was obviously a good day for us. Our performance was really good, and the quality of our goals were really good, and pleasing for us that a lot of it came with stuff we work on every day. You can sort of win games, and a lot of it, and sometimes it's on the back of individual performances. But I just thought it was a really good sort of strong collective effort around our football, and we were relentless with it, and right until sort of the final whistle. Kept going, which was pleasing. So it was a great day. I mean, I keep saying to the players that every game provides you with an opportunity to lay down a marker and create something special, and you don't want to dismiss any fixtures or just try and get through games. You want to try and be the best you can be, and I guess that's what I mean. It does go in the record book, so that's something that the whole group can be proud of. That they all contributed to something that hasn't been done before. So it's great, but we move on pretty quickly. Game tomorrow, and our focus quickly turns to that.
I'll just get your reaction to the news this morning. Jack Ross has left his position as Dundee United after such a short space of time. Just your reaction to that, please.
Yeah, look, I mean, I said after the game, I think we all realise the industry we're in, and the position we all hold, and the repercussions when things aren't going well. There's less, I guess, patience and tolerance these days for things not going well. People feel like change is the only sort of recourse when things aren't going well. In days gone by, we maybe were a little bit more patient, but that's the industry we're in. I think we're all aware of it. I think Jack was probably aware of it, and for all us managers, like I said, in today's world, that when things are going well, there's always the potential that you can be relieved of your duties.
And since the day you walked in at Celtic Park, I think only Malky Mackay is still at the same club in the Premiership. Is that an indication of the kind of transient nature that you're talking about? The quick turnover of managers? Yeah,
look, I mean, Robbie's still there as well, unless you got news that I don't. Robbie Nielsen's still at Hearts, that's right. Look, it is, and as I said, I think it's the nature of football, in the current climate, and I don't see it changing because there's such a, I guess, a real visceral response to things these days, because there are so many opinions and so much external pressures and scrutiny on everything that happens. I've said in the past, when I first started managing, you could wait till Monday's papers before the pressure started, but nowadays it's the full-time whistle. There's already stuff happening, so it's just the world we live in. And like I said, it seems that most people, when they're looking for some sort of correction, feel that change is the best way to go. So, that's kind of the nature of the roles we're in, I guess. And like I said, I think every manager understands that.
Make it all the more important to enjoy the good times when they're happening.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you always enjoy the good times. I mean, I've never sort of worried too much about, how long my tenure will last at every position I've held. It's not something that's at the front of my mind. I've always, every job I've done, I've just tried to do the best of my ability and enjoy it for as long as it lasts. I mean, that's all. None of us have any guarantees about how long we stay in any position. But that doesn't stop you from, it's not about enjoying it, about, building stuff that's meaningful. And like I said, I've always gone into every position I've had that, I'm going to stay there for a long time and build a team that hopefully can do special things. And, whatever comes along the way, or if that ends prematurely, then so be it.
And just talking about the good times there, I assume the mood training over the past few days has been sky high after the victory on Sunday. And is that what you're saying to the players, that's the bar now set in terms of a collective effort, a collective total team performance you were talking about?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I've only had one session. That was this morning, and it was only half the squad. So it's quick turnaround. So we don't have time to reflect on that stuff. As I said before, for us, every game is an opportunity to set a standard, set a marker, and it's not about trying to reach some sort of perfection. It's about trying to improve. And you know, our performance on Sunday, the quality of our goals, the way we went about things in terms of our focus and discipline was excellent. And but there's been other games where it's been just as good. We just haven't finished off our work, and on the weekend we did. So it shows you that that can happen, but that doesn't mean that that's kind of what we're striving for. It's about, like I said, constant improvement in our football, and still areas we can still improve even after the weekend, and also the different challenges we're going to face moving forward.
This morning, you had just half the squad training. How is the squad looking ahead of tomorrow? Is everyone fully fit from the weekend? And is this the first time we might see quite a few changes, given it's the first midweek game of the season?
Yeah, no, everyone pulled up fine from the weekend. Obviously, Joe had quite a few stitches in his head, and that was probably the main thing to come out of the game. But everyone else pulled up really well. Jacko's back fit; he trained today and yesterday. So we've got a fully fit squad. Make some changes tomorrow. Not sure how many, but again, it's about trying to put out a team that I think will get. We'll get to the levels of performance we need to get to win in a difficult game, and quick turnaround obviously for Saturday, and obviously Ross County away is tricky anyway because you get back pretty late or pretty early in the hours of the next morning. So with all that in mind, we'll make some changes tomorrow, but again with a view that it's a team that can like I said, perform at the levels we need to.
And I wonder how special this tournament is for you in terms of having won your first bit of silverware with this League Cup competition. This is you starting the defence of that, I guess.
Yeah, it does, and I think it was significant for us, particularly last year, because we obviously had a challenging start to the year, and we found some consistency, but winning a trophy in that first sort of few months just added some real belief and into the group about the direction we were heading, and I think everyone, our supporters and everyone involved in the football club, could see some real progress. So it was an important trophy for us to win. But that's the nature of this football club, that irrespective of my feelings towards a particular competition, at this football club, the expectations are the same. You try and win every game you play in and every competition you're in. So that doesn't change for us tomorrow night. As I said, it's a challenging fixture. We know going to Ross County, and they're always a hard team to play against. But in a cup competition, that every opponent has potential pitfalls that you can fall into. So we've got to be ready to be at our best.
And with the transfer window closing tomorrow night, can you bring us up to speed with any bids you've had for players that are there with you already, either kind of transfers or people going out on loan? And are you still thinking that you could still do some business by close of play tomorrow night?
There's a possibility. There's still things working on in the background, and both in terms of outgoings and incoming. So we may very well do nothing. We may well do a couple of things, but there's still, like I said, stuff going on in the background, and I guess we'll all find out in the next sort of 48 hours.